Welcome to the Trying to Be Better podcast with Joel and Steve.
We're here.
We are.
We're here.
Well,
We might as well.
We might as well create some fresh content.
Steve and I
As fresh as Joel's freshly booted computer.
fucking thing. This thing it's on its last legs, and it's my work computer, so they need to get off their asses and give me a new one. You know,
I tell you that, you know what the secret is to getting a new one?
complaining.
No. That will only probably delay the process, actually. The secret is to put a cup of coffee next to it,
Mhm.
and then gesticulate with your hand in such a way that it
Yeah.
affects the ability of the coffee to stay in the cup and not in your computer.
Oh, so have a consultation with gravity,
That's what I'm saying. Yes.
with which that perhaps
If your
there is-
computer, by an act of God, is
Yes.
rendered unfunctional completely, then you'll get a new computer.
So what if I went just full office space on it? Would that work?
Well, see that might lead to a different conversation.
Yeah, we're going to take your paycheck, and
Pretty
you
much.
you can have a new computer.
If it's accidental, then it's an accident. Shit happens.
Accidentally hitting it 38 times with a Louisville Slugger.
Kind of like, the police.
Jesus. Jesus.
Whoops. I mean,
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Trying to Be Better podcast. That's with Joel and Steve. My name is Joel.
And I'm Steve. Body cam
And-
footage not found.
No, it was not functioning that day.
It was
the body
not function. It was not functioning, or this day.
I have some. I'm going to change the subject real
Okay,
quick.
great. Yeah, love that.
I have some long overdue, amazing fan mail that I have not. I've.
Hold on. Does it come with a Lamborghini?
There's not a Lamborghini, but
Okay.
it is Grateful Dead.
Okay.
It is Grateful Dead themed.
Okay.
But it also comes with a shameful story.
Oh boy.
So
For who?
for me and I didn't do it. And if we really want to talk about karma and we want to talk about equanimity and letting other beings,
Be responsible for their own happiness.
be responsible for their own happiness and that they own their own actions, then we were talking about my dog Maven's karma.
Oh,
So I shouldn't take on any shame, but I also there was undue shame with my
Okay.
people pleasing heart.
oh
so-
my gosh. Is this
So-
a dog dad story?
A little bit.
Okay.
So my brother Colin went to PA school a few years ago, and
Yes.
one of the people in his cohort is an avid listener of our podcast. Her
Okay.
name is Samantha Hart. She's from San Jose, California.
Hi, Samantha.
So she was in I don't know where she was in a thrift store or something, and she saw this and wrote a really lovely message, half of which I ripped off because I was trying to get to the gift, but some of it says, pretty sure you don't know me, but I bought this thing thinking of you guys, and then it gets ripped, and then something, and your obsession with all things dead. Thank you for making me smile when I tune into your podcast. Y'all are weird, all caps weird,
Weird.
and I
Yes.
love it. I'm actually, and then that part's ripped off, and it says, Sam, you kind of know me, question mark, blah, blah. And then that part's ripped off. And then it says, if you're feeling Randy, you can send me a TTBB sticker to this address in 6 to 8 weeks or whenever Joel gets around to it. But
Her name's Samantha.
Samantha,
I will send you the sticker if Joel
Yeah.
will text me your address.
I will text you the address.
That'd
Anyway,
be great.
and then I gotta get Armando stuff to him. Anyway, she was like, she thought it might be an OG, like an original. I don't know if it is.
Jeez. Samantha,
Yeah, not cool.
I
but,
might send you 2 stickers.
but look at the corner of it.
Did you do that?
I did not do that. I left it on my dining room chair. in the
Oh, your
box.
dog ate it.
And my dog decided to take it and chew on the corner of it and chew through the box and chew through the corner of the poster. So
Well,
I don't think it's an OG, but
it looks nice. It's
it's
Skull and
really
Roses. That's
nice.
great. It's Bertha.
Yeah, it's Bertha.
Put that in a frame. It'll be great.
I think that we can frame it and it'll be just
Who
fine.
who gets it in the divorce?
Um, I oh, you and me?
Yeah.
Oh, that's yours, man.
Okay, thanks.
Oh,
That's
I,
simple.
oh yeah, I feel just awful. And I hope she's like, she got it at the thrift store. She's like, I don't know if it's an OG original or what, but also my fucking dog, who's sleeping soundly right over there on the
Of
daybed,
course she is.
got it, brought it into the spare bedroom and chewed it through it before I could save it.
I came home was it Tuesday, and I, tried to get on the interwebs, and I flipped on the TV, which is of course internet dependent,
Yep.
and the no signal. I'm like, what the hell?
Oh
So
no.
the short version of the story is that the cats somehow figured out how to get into my laundry closet and then ate the internet. I opened up I went upstairs, I saw the laundry closet open. I'm like, oh my God, what the? And then there's just like a shredded cord, and I'm like, I mean, it was easily fixed, but that moment of it. So now I have an igloo cooler in my hallway in front of the laundry closet
Oh my
to
God.
prevent the cats from getting in there.
Did you just replace the cord? They didn't like
Yeah.
destroy the box. Okay, good.
No. Well, what they eat for some reason, Samantha, I have your address, so I will send you a sticker or two. But no, what they eat is the power cord to my Wi-Fi routers.
Oh,
I have bought 4 replacement ones in the last 11 months.
but is it just that the casing on them is just so chewy and delicious?
I guess they just love it. Yeah, because they leave most other cords alone, but these things I have to take special precautionary measures because they will grub them. And each one's like $22. So
Oh my God.
I just get on
Oh,
Amazon and order the goddamn.
you just order a pack of 12 right
I
now.
might as well. Goddamn cats.
So yeah, when that happened, I was like, I think she had done it well before I could catch her. Like, and I was like, well, there's no punishing her for this because she's long forgotten she
Long
did
forgot.
this.
Yeah, you can't.
But it was such a cool listener gift. Like,
Yeah, 10 points, Samantha. That's really awesome.
yeah, very cool. Thank you, Sam.
Mm-hmm.
I've never met you, but Colin thinks you're pretty cool, so therefore you've got to be pretty cool.
By extension, sure.
Yeah. So
If I had a hammer, we got an email from from our old friend Chris Bonema, who I sent a couple stickers to.
the Bonch?
The Bonchers, yep. He said, this is kind of lengthy. He just said, I need to speak to the manager. It was with gleeful excitement when the stickers I requested arrived in the mail. Only a few short weeks, maybe a month. Who's counting? Plenty of time, blah, blah, blah. I thought about it. We decided to put it on his coffee mug. And so he put one on his coffee mug to broadcast his super fan status to the world, his wife and kids. Unfortunately, he ran the stickers through the dishwasher and they deteriorated. So he wanted to inform us that he expected better quality and that the stickers do not live up to the same high quality entertainment that he's come to love from the show. Should have included a disclaimer that said they shouldn't get wet. He does report that the one on his motorcycle helmet's good though. And he sent a picture of the deteriorated sticker. So I informed him on behalf of management that, we do appreciate the feedback regarding the issues you're experiencing with the sticker on your coffee mug. The marketing intern responsible for the error has been sacked. From the TTBB chatbot 3000.
Chris, there are quality stickers that can withstand a dishwasher. There are stickers that can't withstand a dishwasher. Yeah. We don't have the kind of cash flow to get the stickers that can withstand a dishwasher.
No.
So suck it.
I mean, Joel is clearly less sympathetic about the situation than the TTBB chatbot 3000. So much, I mean, AI for the win.
I also just can't drive by the fact that Armando McLean is listening to this and just hearing about
Maybe.
how other probably not other people are getting stickers and he's just like,
He's like the sad Charlie Brown walk.
yeah, the cloud raining just over Armando as he walks to go kick another football that Lucy is holding, and this time he's been assured she's not going to pull it away from him.
She's going to pull it away from him.
Well, it wasn't notarized. I don't know what to tell you. The agreement wasn't notarized, so I don't know.
I don't know either.
That's like the only Halloween thing I watch every year is the Charlie Brown. It's
so you watch it on Apple TV because
I watch it.
That's the only way to do it now.
I bought it a few years ago so that every Halloween Eve I can sit and watch.
I haven't watched it. I haven't watched it out of and I'm an Apple TV owner and subscriber.
Yeah.
But I don't watch the Charlie Brown things because I'm mad that they've, put it behind the paywall. Everybody should have access to that for nothing.
Yeah, it really is a national treasure, and it should be in the public domain where everybody can watch it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I love Ted Lasso and Slow Horses. Oh my God, are you kidding me?
I don't know anything about Slow Horses.
Whoa! Okay.
I don't know what this is.
Gary Oldman.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Say no more, my friend.
Yes. Oh my goodness, are you in for a treat, my friend?
I'm currently watching a show that my brother recommended called The Terror on Netflix, and then I will watch.
Sounds scary.
It is a little scary. It's pretty cool though.
I just finished last night. I finished Killing Eve on Netflix.
And yeah.
Have you started that at all?
No, I haven't.
Oh, it's good. It's good all the way through. The ending is it was a little, I don't know. I was kind of like, well, it had to end sometime, but like it changes, like they bring in some other characters and stuff, but it never really feels jump the sharky.
Mm-hmm.
It just gets weirder and great. And Sandra Oh is amazing. She's incredible.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So
Yeah.
So that's what I've been doing to blot out my consciousness.
Well, we don't have a lot of options left, Steve.
I know, that's what I'm saying. So
I mean, we're sober, so we can't just like I can't just be in a drunken heroin hole for the next few months.
If I could do that for a few months, I would.
I know. I would do that too. I would do that until the votes are certified by the House. I would totally do that.
Yeah. What's your prognostications? I don't even want to. I just can't even.
Okay. I mean, we don't have to talk about
it. I don't know. I mean, it's going to be a shit show.
It's going to be a shit show. It's going to be.
I just hope nobody gets killed.
I really do too, man. That's a real worry.
Mm-hmm.
I think that
because that's what we've been reduced to now, is we're a third world country with iPhones.
I think that we're recording this on Sunday, November 3rd.
Yep.
At 3:23 p.m. I'm here to say that regardless of the outcome, especially if Donald J. Trump loses the election, then he is going to state that there was fraud and
he's already stating it.
Yeah. So it's already, I mean, it's just beyond the pale at this point.
It's been beyond the pale for 8 years.
What does beyond the pale mean?
I don't know.
Mean? Do we know? I don't know where that phrase.
God damn it. Now I got to look it up.
Yeah. Well, our IT department looks that up, our research and development. The thing that really is going to be,
it just means outside the bounds of acceptable behavior or morality. It originally referred to the area beyond a fence or enclosure.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's beyond the pale.
Yeah. Out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
Mm-hmm. It's been beyond the pale since Mexicans are murderers and rapists.
Yep.
That's that.
Yeah. All I know is
that my friends that are all upset about the price of groceries, what in God's green earth do you think Donald J. Trump is going to do to improve the price of groceries?
He doesn't care about the price of groceries.
He doesn't give a fuck. Like,
That guy's never bought a bag of
maybe,
groceries in his life.
maybe if, you know, 4 companies didn't own most of the grocery stores.
Well, you can't really. I mean, I, you're going to vote. You're worried about the price of groceries more than you're worried about like
The fact that, you know, our
the
former
autonomy over
president is a rapist.
and or like
Rapist.
the ability for half the country,
Rapist.
the ability for half the country to have autonomy over their own bodies.
Rapist.
Hold on, I gotta mute my Maven.
He's admonishing the dog. The aforementioned.
She is licking her paw and she's not supposed to because it's healing, Maven. Don't do it.
Do we need to take a moment?
We're having a stare down.
Do we? She's like, I'm gonna lick it. Totally gonna lick it.
Look at this. You chewed this. You chewed this gift from a really cool person.
Sorry, Samantha.
All I know is that, yeah, I will. I have not voted yet. I will vote on Tuesday morning, like I like to do. I like to walk down to my local polling place and I like to vote. And I will go to work and I will watch the circus. I will watch the TV show that is our election coverage.
I don't know if I can, man. I don't know.
Well, so like there's family that are like Kirsten's gonna probably go over to her mom's, and I get that some people don't want to be. I'm like, I would be alone so that I'm not forced to watch. If I want to put on a show, like I don't want to be. I'm like, I'll check in, but I'll put on a show I'm watching and then check back in because there's no way we're gonna get a definitive answer by the end of the night, and it's gonna be.
I remember watching the Titanic hit the iceberg 8 years ago.
Yes, right. And that I woke up. I remember feeling just
nauseous.
Yeah, literally sick and nauseous. So yeah, I don't know that I really want to stay glued to that and just watch my blood pressure go through my roof. Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, I think it's gonna go okay. I think Kamala Harris is gonna win.
As long as it doesn't go to the Supreme Court.
Right. Well, that's the thing is that there's already bullshit happening to you know, there's already people staged at the ready in positions of power to try to do the same bullshit.
Right.
The only and the thing about it, like another like, you know, coup or insurrection, the thing that does give me some sense of maybe there's some legit, not like pie in the sky hope, is that this time Trump is not currently president and doesn't have the power to, you know what I mean? He's not gonna have a speech from the ellipse again to try to get his weird mob. And you know, I would imagine that there's been some intelligence bolstering since then.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I would think that they're a
little bit more prepared this year.
I would think so. I would think that like
I'm less concerned about the frontal assault and more about the internal forces, people in positions of vote counting or attorney generals or you know, I mean like that sort of thing.
Yeah, and we'll see the ridiculous nature with which we have the electoral college. So,
oh my God.
There's states that have already kind of positioned themselves to be like, yeah, they could just send delegates that they want. You know what I mean? Like the electoral, I saw this somewhere. Or is it you that I was trying to figure out who said this, but it's like that the electoral college is the it's the DEI that the right is worried about. Right. It's like, it really needs to go away. But until then, we have to kind of play by it.
Yeah, but it's DEI for, you know, white men.
Exactly. It's precisely
so therefore
the
it's great. I mean, dude, where have you been? Like that's
when was the last time the presidency a Republican won the popular vote in the presidential race?
Oh God, I don't know. I have no idea.
Might have been Bush after 9/11.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. We'll have to sick the interns on that.
So yeah, man, my anxiety is not through the roof yet. I think, we'll
I
see how
mine,
that goes.
I well, I go between anxiety and malaise.
Yes.
Well, sorry, kids. Like,
Yeah, right.
you're now, breeding stock. Sorry about that.
Boy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's really hard to not want. I mean, the thing that I'm struggling with is I had an outburst 2 weeks ago, when I saw somebody who I really love and care about very close to me in a MAGA hat. And I was with my mother and my mother-in-law and my wife, and I lost my shit because it's just like the the uh the case to be made that that whole movement is a cult is pretty
Cut and
100%
dry.
clear, cut and
Yeah.
dry.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yet I know this person to be super loving and generous and kind. And
Mm-hmm.
so it's really, really hard to see somebody who is super loving, generous, and kind be in a cult that is so vicious. And it's like, I don't know.
Propaganda works.
It does. It
Mm-hmm.
really
Like
does.
that's the bottom line. It's just propaganda works. Mm-hmm.
And yeah,
Like
the
that's the
emotional nature
hard
of it.
that's the hard part is knowing people that are generous and loving and kind and that would also turn you over to the SS.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
that I know people in my own immediate family
Mm-hmm.
that would, if the armbands came to their door and said, "Do you know anybody
They
who?"
would say, "Yeah, he's down the street.
Yep,
Here's his
actually,
address."
yeah, you should look through my brother's Facebook friends list, and this person and this person and this person is who you're after.
Well, that's the fun part is that the that we don't need the Stasi anymore. It's all on Facebook.
We agreed to the Stasi
We
every
literally, I mean, I've been saying that shit for 15 years.
you have.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Turnkey totalitarian state.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Flip the switch, baby.
Yeah. Like that's we everything that those whole secret police apparatuses did, during the Cold War and World War II and all that, they don't really need to exist anymore. They can be done by three people.
They're in the fine print of the agreement you did when you signed up for Facebook.
Yeah. Show me everyone in zip code 68506 that is left leaning.
Mm,
Show me everyone amongst that group that was with this group that we've been watching.
hmm
Show me every one of those people who conveniently left their phone at home and or took the battery out of it.
hmm
There's your list.
There's your list.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
I mean, and you've said that, and I know you've said that for 15 years. The thing that is really wild is that within the last few weeks, we've heard one presidential candidate basically threaten violence against its own citizens and anybody that disagrees with him.
Not basically, he's done
I
it.
mean, he's done it, yeah.
Yeah.
So like
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's the stark reality with which we face, and it's
Yep.
still going to be close, and we're all going to be biting our fingernails on.
Here's the thing: rapist.
He's a rapist.
The guy's a rapist. Adjudicated rapist.
Right.
You'd think that would disqualify you.
Oh, no. Not when you're, I mean, there's plenty of cult leaders that remain cult leaders who are rapists.
Yeah, okay, fine. But
You
I'm
know what I
just
mean?
saying.
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. But it's hard, man. It's really hard. I mean, it's like it's one thing to like have complaint sessions with people, but it's another thing to be like, uh, there's a reason why this feels so elevated. It's because it's completely off the map, wild, and I don't think the genie will ever be put back in the bottle. And people that are like trying to be on that are, I don't necessarily. I've always been a pretty anti-conservative ideology for the most part since I've kind of come online as a fully realized human, But I have to believe that there was a time. I mean, I don't know. There's a time and a place for a healthy debate between two differing or three different or five differing parties.
Mhm.
But I don't think we're ever going to get back to that. I don't think I mean, I think that exists on a micro level.
Mhm.
I don't think that it's ever going to
Well,
exist.
it's really hard to do when the leader of the one of the parties is afraid to show up to debates.
Terrified.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
can't do it.
But don't forget, he's big and tough.
Did you see him? Did you see him mime
Yeah, I saw it.
parading the mic stand
Yeah.
the other
Mhm.
night?
Yeah, that was so presidential.
He got like, but it wasn't the pretending to fillet the mic stand that was so. I mean, yeah, that's weird. That's
Mhm.
so fucking
It's
weird.
just weird. It's just weird.
But like, why he got to that point was that whoever set up his stand, it wasn't tall enough for him, and he got mad, and you saw him get
Yeah,
snarly
yeah.
and put the
Uh-huh.
thing down, and it's
Yeah.
like my mic stand wasn't the size that I wanted it to
Yeah.
be. So
I'm gonna
I'm gonna throw a baby fit. And
and then he did it, and then he started complaining, like, I'm a human. I've done 4 of these today. Shut up. Try working an 8-hour shift at Walmart, you pussy.
hey, he worked at McDonald's for 15 minutes, dude.
No, he did
Remember?
not. No, he did not. He also did not drive a garbage truck.
The McDonald's the McDonald's circus bugged me a lot because I've worked at McDonald's, right? I'm like, he just it was just like it was like taking a toddler to the children's museum for 30 minutes.
It was.
Like he
That's
got to
funny.
pretend to be a worker.
Yeah, I got to pretend to make pizzas.
And it was like, you don't know what it's like to work. You don't,
He has
you
no
just,
clue.
you
He
just put
couldn't
a,
he couldn't actually work the drive-through window at McDonald's for 20 minutes. He'd fucking melt down.
no, yeah,
All it would take is one person to scream at him because their bees chassis wasn't right.
because their mic stand wasn't tall enough.
Yeah, exactly. And he'd just lose his shit.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
Yeah, we live in wild times, man. It just keeps getting wilder.
we sure do.
Just keep boiling that frog one degree at a time.
That's actually the plan. That's been the plan for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Noam Chomsky's been talking about this moment since the early 1990s is when I first heard it.
Mm-hmm.
Manufacturing consent, which is absolutely what has happened.
Mm.
Everything that he talked about in that film has happened.
Yeah.
It just took 30 years.
That's really a blip if you think about it. It's really
Well,
not.
exactly.
I mean, you gotta, you know, don't boil the water right away.
No, you can't.
You can't.
Nope. So here we are.
Here we are.
It's great.
Sure.
Like,
I'm sure we'll have. Go ahead.
One of my favorite things I've seen in the last couple months is, I'm sure it was a meme on Instagram or something, was this idea that we're in this time period where, like, we're watching, the apocalypse, but still have to go to work. Like, yay!
Yeah. Yeah. While I'm watching the fall of the United States, I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, I got to pay my mortgage.
Right. The my other big winner recently was when Italy collapsed, it became a church.
Mm.
When Britain collapsed, it became a bank. When the United States collapses, it's going to become a spirit Halloween.
They just move in and
Yeah.
put the banner right on the Capitol.
That's right. Spirit Halloween, baby.
I actually listened to a stuff you should know about
I love
Spirit
those guys.
Halloween.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it was a short one, but
Uh-huh.
it was good. It was good. Yeah, I mean that makes sense. I mean, if if that business can use the space, you know what I mean? Like
Sure.
rent it out, it'd be pretty nice. I bet you'd probably have, you could probably fit some really tall like mechanical skeletons in the
Oh,
rotunda.
in the rotunda? Hell yeah. You get
Yeah, I feel like
the 100-foot tall skeleton.
yeah, that rotunda can hold like a big werewolf and a big
That'd be great.
skeleton. Yeah,
Yeah.
a huge mechanical spider.
Uh-huh. You could suspend the spider from the rotunda. That'd be great.
Yeah, from the rotunda. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I
think
was just
that'd
in DC. It was
Yeah,
pretty
how was
surreal.
that?
It was great. I mean, I wasn't I wasn't there. I did go to the Holocaust Museum.
Tell us about that.
Well, it's the feel good hit of the summer, especially given, current circumstances. Just watching our nation do that.
Mm-hmm.
Really fantastic. You see how it ends. That's, it was really, really frustrating
Mm-hmm.
just to see people whose grandparents fought to end that shit firing it back up again
Mm-hmm.
because they want, what's the issue? Lower grocery prices or abortion, I guess. It's
Yeah.
very pro-life.
Right.
Yeah, it's very pro-life. So, yeah, it's great. That was it was frustrating. That's what
Yeah.
it was. It was just really
Yeah.
frustrating.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, that's the best. I mean, what else? You know,
Well, that's an interesting point because I wasn't able to go to it when I was there, but people that I've talked to that have been through that museum have reacted in different ways. It's, some people have said it's just baffling or it's totally enlightening or they just cried the whole time
mm-hmm,
or they were just disgusted, like physically
mm-hmm.
disgusted. And I think it's telling, like
I went through
it's
I
not
went through all of that.
yeah, I'm sure you did. I'm
Mhm.
just saying that your takeaway, if a week or so later is just the frustration that like,
That
can't
not
you,
quite half of this country totally cool with that.
yeah, yeah. I
I
mean,
mean that's the that that's like yeah, no that's okay.
mhm.
But I'm gonna get my grocery bill's gonna come down, right?
Yeah, gas prices are really important though, right?
Yeah, gas prices are great right now.
They are pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We've
Yeah, I
got
wonder if Joe
literally,
Biden did that.
yeah, Joe Biden's ruined a lot of things, but you can't attribute the fact that we're the best economy in the world and we're doing really well economically.
We are
That's not,
actually.
we really are.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. It's like it's so funny though to like try to talk about this time because we've just been I don't know bogged down for the last 8 years with so much fucking bullshit with this particular individual that like where do you
That's really all I want is I want healthcare and that for that fuck to just go away.
just go away?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I wonder
The
though, like
problem he'll be replaced with somebody worse.
somebody who has
Like
worse ideology, but I don't know. I mean, it's gonna take somebody's got to put on the clown suit because
yeah.
the cult of
JD
personality
Vance is very willing to do that.
he is, but he's not gonna be like there's something about the buffoonery of that clown that gets people riled up. I think
Yeah.
that you're gonna have to find another fucking clown. A
That's
new clown,
interesting.
a new clown will emerge for sure,
Right. That's
right?
interesting.
Because it's the goofy, it's the personality, it literally is a cult of personality. And if you get
Mm-hmm.
somebody that talks too many smart thinking words, it's gonna it the folks that
He's gonna lose the audience.
yeah, you can't have somebody who talks too well.
No.
And JD Vance can form fully recognizable sentences and
But he
thoughts and
cannot,
paragraphs.
but he can't come up with folksy one-liners that are relatable,
Well, no,
like Ronald
he's
Reagan. Ronald Reagan was great at that. That's what got him elected.
right, but I think a folksy nice guy like Ronald Reagan would be eaten alive by the right at this point.
Yeah, you're probably right.
You know what I mean? You need they watch for the next clown. Like
Right.
that's the thing. There's gonna be some ding dong who comes from the fucking the pod sphere.
Joe
What is
Rogan.
Yeah, Joe Rogan. Although, did you see Joe Rogan's interview with Trump? I saw some clips of it. He didn't fuck around with Trump. Like he
Really?
didn't. He kind of took him to task on a few things and made him look kind of. I mean, Trump makes himself look like a fucking clown. There's no Joe Rogan. If you're watching a 3-hour interview with Joe Rogan and Donald Trump, and Joe Rogan walks away looking like a smart interviewer, then maybe take stock of who you're, investing your
who
time
your
and
horse
energy in.
is.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Lots been said, man. I think that there'll be more interesting morsels to discuss in the coming weeks. I feel like
Well, I'm just waiting for Insurrection 2. Electric.
electric.
That's a Joel Egger original. I can't take credit for that, but that was fantastic.
I think it'll be sadder. I think it'll be. I think it'll be lamer.
We'll see.
I don't know, man.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I hope that circumstances warrant that event. Is how I'll phrase that.
Yes, I agree. Yeah, because I think that if Trump wins, this is the last. We won't have to talk about another election.
We won't.
You know what I mean? It'll just be the.
We can have this podcast on our pirate signal from the gulag. Wow! Before we go to the labor camps.
Yeah. Oh. Well,
I'm not kidding.
I know. I'm just saying. I'm trying to figure out how I can keister my cell phone and a charger to sneak it into the gulag. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like that's gonna
have to get a hot spot. I'm gonna have to get something smaller.
Yeah,
Pirate
they're gonna
Wi-Fi.
You can't walk with that. You know what I mean?
No.
Like
I don't know, man. If all of a sudden, if 3 weeks go by and there hasn't been a TTBB podcast, you know why?
Yeah, I just in the off chance.
Don't wait for 4 weeks.
No, if this is the last time you and I can speak freely in this country legally over the airways, it's been a really good time.
Amen.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Same.
I've really enjoyed the freedom to just put out whatever we want, not for fear of retribution.
Right. Like you should be able to in the land of the free.
Right. But they've got enough case on both of us. Plus, I'm an academic.
Right. You're toast.
So I'm screwed.
You're screwed.
But you
are literally the liberal elite. You're just not Ivy League liberal elite.
Yeah, it'll come down based on
well, the Ivy Leaguers, they'll be fine.
The Ivy Leaguers will probably be fine. They will look for those small liberal arts colleges where the real indoctrination happens.
Right. Yeah. They'll want to make some examples out of people.
But for what it's worth, I yet again have to muster up the thought experiment. Okay, it's like how can I use my privilege to keep, because it's fun in games, but if I were a trans person in this country, or you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
If I was an undocumented worker in this country, if I was a fucking woman,
right.
if I was whatever,
mm-hmm.
then this election is not just, it's not just it's not just Tuesday Night Raw. It's like a real fucking fear driven thing. And if I have to house people for what I can, if I have to pull an Anne Frank and keep some folks in my whatever, I don't know, man, but it's really fucked, and it makes me really heartbroken that people that I love and care about, who have been nothing but generous to me, also support that hack. And
yeah, you can't tell people you love them and vote for people that'll hurt them.
You really, it's
kind of that simple.
It's just a punch in the gut. It's like, you what? You what? You don't, I mean, it's a real.
Groceries are expensive. Just saying.
Yeah. Well, what are you going to do? What are you going to do to, you're going to avoid the election night?
I don't know. Is that tomorrow or is it Tuesday?
It's Tuesday.
Super Tuesday. I don't know. I'm taking it one day at a time, buddy. We'll see.
That's fair.
I don't have any plans.
I might put MSNBC on my phone, and then just play Zelda. So that's a good idea. Kind of look, but I can just focus on playing Zelda.
Should we put together a party, or are we sequestering?
I Well, that's the thing, is that I want to sequester because I don't want to feel socially like
Obligated.
committed to
Yeah.
watch this.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. It's the way I
So
feel
I
about sports. Like, seriously. If I want to be able to like poke my head in, see what the score is, then go back to doing something I want to do.
Now I have some empathy for how you view sports, because that's well, and
Yeah.
I yell at Husker football the same way that Kirsten yells at like political debate coverage. So I have some empathy to
Thanks.
you having to watch the Super Bowl. It's like, I'm socially obligated to be here, but I really just kind of want to ignore this.
The good thing about the Super Bowl is usually there's those little cocktail weenies in the barbecue sauce.
Steve's just covered in it.
Yeah.
He's in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Just
Mopping, using little crescent rolls to mop the barbecue sauce off of my mouth.
off the floor.
Yeah.
And eating it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Poor colon.
Hey, most of the time I eat pretty good. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
Try to take care of myself.
But every February, right around Super Bowl week,
that's what I start getting excited about. Somebody's gonna have a party.
Steve's got a bowling ball full of cocktail weenies lodged in his descending colon.
Wow.
Hey.
Wow. There's the content our listeners come for right there.
Yeah, we're recording a little later in the afternoon, so I'm not caffeinated crazy. So it took a while to warm into some shit like that.
Oh, I watched The Big Lebowski this week again.
Oh,
it was great.
So good, man.
Mm-hmm. Obviously, you're not much of a golfer. It was great. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Get you a toe by this afternoon
with nail polish. Stay on my beach town, Lebowski. Mm-hmm.
Oh, coitus? You mean coitus?
Yeah. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Well,
yeah. Well, I think we did it. I love you too.
I love you.
And if we never get to do this again, then it's been a great run.
It has been a great run. And you know, to anybody out there who's still listening who happens to be conservative, I don't even think that's probably true.
No,
but I love this fucking country. I am a patriot in a way.
Mm-hmm.
And
same.
And I mean, yeah, would I rather live in the hills of Delphi, Greece? Sure. But I love this country and I want to be here and I want to see it thrive and I don't want to see it fall. I don't want to see this fall into, you know,
Elon Musk's hands.
Right. Or, 1930s Germany situation. I don't think you guys really want that. So, just think about it.
Yeah. And by the way, you can vote however you want. It's secret.
Yeah.
You can still wear the MAGA cap and vote the other way.
You sure can. And you can, and we will let
and then you can act all incensed.
Yep. You can march around. You can
make the noises.
You can slam the microphone stand down. You can
That's right. You can spew black clouds of diesel out of your F-350.
Mm-hmm. We'll let you be big mad and have all the big feelings. Pretend to have all the big feelings. But you can still fucking vote for Harris.
Yeah. Yeah. Love that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we did it, man.
I think so too. I love it. Electric Boogaloo.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go.
All right. Well, maybe I'll talk to you later.
Maybe you will. Maybe we'll. Yeah, we got to start thinking about if shit goes down. Who do we hide out with? Who's a doom prepper that we can? I think
I know a name, but I'm not going to say it.
Me too, man. And that's my guy too. We're gonna figure it out.
Cool.
Shit goes south.
Well, I'll see you out there.
Okay. Bye.
Later.
Comes a time when the blind man takes your hand, says, "Don't you see? Gotta make it from now on the dreams you still need. Don't give it up. Gotta Comes a time when the blind man takes your hand. Says, don't you see? Gotta make it somehow. All the dreams you still believe. Don't give it up. Got an empty cup. Only love can fill. Only love can fill. Big today, just let me ride. Get so far away from how it feels inside. Can't let go. 'Cause you're afraid to fall. Day may come when you can't feel it all. Comes a time when the blind man takes your hand. Says, don't you see? Gotta make it somehow. All the dreams you still believe. Don't give it up. Got an empty cup. Only love can fill.
Don't forget, toot your hooter.